Hello, everyone. Welcome to our second class offering, the Karma classes that I was talking about it yesterday. If you haven't seen my first video, it's uploaded onto River City Pilates YouTube channel. So I encourage you to watch the first video and then come and watch this one. This is the second one. So back to back in a row, we are going to, just to paraphrase what I talked about yesterday for some of you who are sticking with this video, I am doing these as community classes, 20 of them. And this is part of my training through MVP Studios in Austin, Texas, my Vinyasa practice studios in Austin, Texas. Beautiful, beautiful setup with Michelle Young as the owner. She surrounded herself with a lot of valuable teachers, and I'm getting such a great time with them, doing this all online, by the way. And so this is my karma, my offering to you. Hopefully you enjoy these classes as much as I do. So we're going to start with a 2-minute meditation today. I want you to, before we go there, little props, little technical things. As usual, a cushion. This will be throughout all of my classes, a mandatory thing for me. Maybe you don't need it, but for me, it's important that I protect my knees. And then if you happen to have 2 blocks, that's great. Do we really need blocks? Some of you may, some of you may not. If you don't have blocks and don't know what to do and you are torn, maybe 2 thicker books that you have laying around, coffee table books or something, that it brings the floor a little bit towards you so you can put your hands on it. So, but if you don't have it, you don't have it. Now, a good thing with the blocks is if you happen to have the block, you can sit on a block and see what I was trying to show you guys yesterday. Why am I sitting like this? It's super beneficial for the ankles, yeah? So if the tops of your feet don't hurt when you put them down, that's a great sign already. And you can take the blocks and maybe sit high, a little higher up. Maybe this is more doable for you, or you lower yourself down a little bit down, or you have chosen to sit on top of your heels. That's great too. Now, if the tops of your feet hurt, maybe try the cushion first so that you put the tops of your feet onto the cushion, and maybe that gives you a little break from the hurt feeling, because we want the stretch on the ankles. So however you sit is totally up to you, but I want you to sit upright. So it's not a cat spine, not a cow spine. It's a long, elongated spine. We have our hands. Let me just check on the volume. We have our hands right here on top of our thighs. I'm going to incorporate a technique that is done in Kundalini yoga. So you'll hear little different yoga disciplines throughout the 20 classes that I will teach. So Kundalini yoga has a lot of cleansing exercises for the body. To keep the mind with the body, we're going to recite something. What are we reciting? We're reciting sa, ta, na, ma. So that's S-A as in Sam, T-A as in Tom, and na, it's Nancy A, na, as in Nancy, ma, as in Mary, sa, ta, na, ma, meaning my true essence. To reaffirm that, we're going to touch with our thumb, index finger, the middle finger, the ring finger, and the pinky finger on both sides. So, sa, ta, na, ma, sa, ta, na, ma, sa, ta, na, ma. You got it. Perfect. I'm going to watch the time, 2 minutes. We're going to do 2 minutes in normal voice. We're going to recite sa, ta, na, ma. And then a minute later, and as I said, I will give the cue, we're going to go into a whisper. Sa, ta, na, ma. All right, here we go. Sit upright, maybe close your eyes or soften your gaze and begin. Sa, ta, na, ma. Sa, ta, na, ma. Sa, ta, na, ma. Sa, ta, na, ma. Sa, ta, na, ma, 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 sa, ta, na, ma. In a whisper voice. Ta, na, ma, sa, 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 ta, na, ma. When you're done, turn your hands down, close your eyes or keep your soft gaze and let this wash over you. Maybe set an intention, a sankalpa, that's what we call it in Sanskrit, for this practice. You have certainly come this morning or this afternoon or this evening to your mat to do something extraordinary to your body, where you combine the breath and the movement. Yoga in itself is a moving meditation. 2 more breaths here. Any way you like. In through the nose, out through the nose, or maybe just open up your mouth. As we progress in these classes, I will show you breathing techniques too. Now, come out of this sitting position, first of all, just maybe to the side. Release your ankles if you have been sitting on your ankles, and maybe windshield wiper your knees from side to side, just so you get some different motion. And you know, I introduced you to medical Qigong, which we do in standing, and this is basically the seated version of it. Now, we're going to come to a standing position. Why? Because we're starting with the Tibetan rites. The Tibetan rites is our warm-up, and if you haven't done the first class, please go back to the first class, because I take a lot of time explaining everything, but I will give, again, precise cues. So how are we coming up? You can make 2 fists for bone tempering and push yourself up. You can hang on to a piece of furniture and come up, and then come into your medical Qigong movement. This is something I picked up from my martial arts master, Paulie Zing, that I did my yin yoga training with. And this is, I love this movement. If I have to sit for more than an hour still at a place, conference or meeting or with even friends, I get up and try to do this. So I get the friction out of my body. So Tibetan rites, if you haven't looked it up yet, look it up. The monks in Tibet did this to stay nimble, to stay energetic, to stay, you know, the body, because the whole body is so connected with each other. It's really important, especially the lower back and the neck area. 80% of us will have issues in the neck and the lower back because we're not moving enough or we compromise actually, because this thoracic spine doesn't move enough. We compromise by going into the lower back or the neck. If you have been doing this for a while with me, you know how many you're going to do. The total amount of each pose will be 21, but I'm sticking for a while with 9 repetitions. 9. That's all. The first one is the most challenging one. At least it was for me. It's spinning clockwise. So hips are, feet are hip distance. And then you have the option of the arms straight out, maybe to a V if the shoulders don't like that. Or maybe you want to try this overhead. So very slowly you're spinning here. We're not racing to the finish line. Doesn't matter how many you do. Just make sure that you don't get dizzy. Once you start feeling that dizziness, please stop. I will only do 9. I've been doing this now for 3 months. There are immense benefits of this Tibetan rites. Even if you just take the 5 Tibetan rites from all these 20 classes with me, I would be super pleased because I will repeat them as a constant. I have 2 more to go, then I'm at 9. You can always stop this recording and do more if you like, or you're already stopped, which would please me the most because you recognize that you are getting dizzy. So just catch your breath. I hope you weren't holding your breath. Once you recover from the dizziness, then we continue. If you need longer, please take your time. Really important. The second pose is actually a modification of the camel pose that we use in yoga. So this is something that I like because it doesn't involve our knees. So I'm widening my stance as wide as my mat, approximately. And then for your hands, we have options. So you can do fingertips down to your lower back and then squeeze your shoulder blades. Look what it does to my chest. Up, 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 up. I'm not shrugging my shoulders. I'm squeezing my shoulder blades and the chest goes up. This you keep, you don't come out of it. Even if we come back to this position with an exhale, you keep the chest up the whole time for the 9 repetitions, or you may even do more. If hands to your lower back doesn't work and you would rather have it at your hamstrings, lower them down and you have it at your hamstrings. So, but keep them somewhere, either in the lower back or hamstrings. So let's get started. Here we go. Chest up, push your hands into your hips forward, but the chest is up. You're going into a back bend, maybe nose up. If that agrees with you, nose up, look back. If that doesn't, chin to your chest. This is your inhale. And then exhale, come back to your neutral spine, but look at my chest is still up. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Inhale 2, nose up or chin to chest. Exhale back. Inhale 3, nose up or chin to chest. Exhale back. Match your breath to the movement. Inhale 4. Exhale back. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Inhale 5. Exhale back. Inhale 6. Exhale back. Inhale 7. Exhale back. Inhale 8. Exhale back. Last time, inhale 9. Exhale back. And then relax your hands by your side and move into your Qigong move. This is definitely a faster Qigong than you would normally see a master do Qigong movements. So this is, we call it the medical Qigong. All right. These were the 2 standing poses. We're coming down to our mat, and you can do the same way, like you came up, maybe 2 fists. If you have a ring, turn it inside, and then come down, because we're coming all the way down to our back. So if for any reason you have a challenge with any of these poses, do less of them. Take a break and join me again while I'm doing them, or you are done with that one. I promise you, you can even just do 3 of them or 5 of them. I promise you, you will go up to 21. Not necessarily by the end of these 20 classes, because I will teach them fairly back to back, but over time, when you keep up these Tibetan rites. So come all the way down. So we're tracing the capital letter J. Let me flip the camera again so you can see my whole body. All right. So first of all, if you like, take the cushion that you have it nearby and put it underneath your head. That is really nice. For the capital letter J, here is the neck movement. Remember, the neck and the lower back are the biggest targets in Tibetan rites. So it's chin to chest, yeah? If this doesn't agree with you, keep the head the whole time down. Now the legs. Maybe you want to start with trying this out. Palms down, lift your hips, push your hands underneath your hips and push the hips down. Now release your legs down. Point or flex your feet here. So maybe this helps you lifting your legs up, your hands underneath your hips. If you say, well, not really, then release your hands from underneath your hips, bend your knees, lift first this part, and then stretch the rest of your legs up towards the sky. That is totally doable too. So the ideal version is, because we want the abdominal muscles, especially the transverse abdominal muscles, the lower one, to get a little core exercise here. So if you can, lift the legs together straight up, and then maybe chin to chest. This is our first inhale, and exhale all the way down. Inhale 2. Remember, head can stay down if you don't like this neck movement. Exhale back. Inhale 3. Exhale back. Inhale 4. Exhale back. Inhale 5. Exhale back. Inhale 6. Exhale back. Inhale 7. Exhale back. Inhale 8. Exhale back. Last one. Inhale 9. Exhale back. And relax. Let the feet fall to the side. Just relax here. Catch your breath. 2 more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Maybe bend your knees. Windshield wiper a little bit from side to side, gently, bringing some motion into your hips. And now we're coming up to a seated position. How? Roll gently to your side and come prop yourself up, or go into a cat spine, round your upper back, and rock as many times as you like to come up to a seated position. Perfect. Now, we are going into the L shape and the reverse tabletop. So there is really no relaxation with the inhale and exhale. We're not coming to our normal position. This is how we start. This is an L shape. So let me show you my feet. Flex the ankles. It activates your legs. Feel your thigh muscles. Now, your hands are by your side. You're pressing into the mat or into the floor. Do not shrug your shoulders. Sit upright. And then look, push your nose back and do a double chin. Doesn't look great. I know, I'm not seeing you. You don't have to look intensely at me. Make a double chin. I don't want you to roll the head down to do this. It's push the nose back, double chin. This is our exhale. Our inhale is a bend the knees, feet are hip distance, press into your hands, move up, 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 up as high as you can. Stay there. Now, chin to chest, you can keep it totally there, or let go of the neck, look back. This is our inhale and exhale, hips between your hands. Let me adjust the camera so you can see it. Hips between your hands, L shape. Everything is super active. Press your hands down, double chin. Again, inhale 2, bend your knees, up, 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 up. Check in with the neck. Exhale, hips between your hands. Double chin, push your head back first, nose back. Inhale 3. Exhale back. Inhale 4. Exhale back. Inhale 5. Exhale back. Inhale 6. Exhale back. Inhale 7. Exhale back. Inhale 8. Exhale back. Last one. Inhale 9. Exhale back. And then shake it out. Shake it out. This is our seated version of the medical checkup. Shake out everything. Perfect. We're coming now to the last one. It's the double dog. So I'm flipping the camera again so you can see me here fully. All right, take your cushion, especially those of you who cherish your knees, and come on top of your cushion. So I'm going to show you the double dog in 2 versions. One is the cobra with the half dog, and the other one is the up dog with the downward dog. So we can stay the whole time this way, the first way, with the knees on the cushion, or maybe you decide to go in between the 2 versions of it. Spread your fingers, either way, walk them forward, walk them forward. Now, I'm going to show you something here. You can stay like this, but I notice a lot of my clients do this. Don't do that. Rather, dig your fingertips into the mat, because the heel is really not flat. And sometimes it's this. This is a lot of strain on a lot of areas of your hand and wrist. So don't do that. Look how you do the tripod. Fingertips. Yes. All right, here we go. Come forward. So walk your hands forward. My knees are on the cushion. Come forward, come forward, come forward, come forward. Look at my elbows. They're forward, right? That's great. But as soon as my shoulders are over the wrist, approximately, I'm turning the eyes of the elbows towards each other, and I'm lowering my hips down. Now, if you can look up, you can see my head, I know. And then an exhale, push into your hands so you can push your hips back into half dog. Or maybe you want to go all the way to a child's pose. That's great too. Let's do another one. Inhale 2, come forward, look at the elbows, turn them towards each other, hips down, nose up if you can. Exhale, go back to half dog, stay in half dog or child's pose. Now I'm going to show you the other option with up dog and downward dog. Come forward, come forward. Are you still digging your fingertips down into the mat? Yes, you are. All right, here's the same thing. Turn the eyes of the elbows towards each other. Now curl your toes under and lift your knees. If you like this, this would be your up dog, and then exhale, downward dog. And then adjust your downward dog, and you don't have to move your feet again. You can have your heels up or down here. Inhale 5. I'm coming in up dog. Turn the elbows towards each other. Nose up. Exhale back to downward dog. If you like this, stay with this one. If you don't like it, bring the knees down. Inhale 6. Exhale back. Inhale 7. Exhale back. Inhale 8. Exhale back. Last one. Inhale 9. Exhale back. If you like the downward dog, stay in downward dog. If you want to bring your knees down onto your cushion and maybe find a child's pose, perfect. You can always make 2 fists and put your forehead down, or you relax your arms by your side. Another one is a great one where you widen your child's pose and pull the elbows in, if that resonates with you. These are more restorative poses, but I'm hinting at some future movements that I'm going to do. So definitely there will be a restorative class in there too. All right, for those of you who have knee issues, you already are in tabletop and maybe already sitting on your cushion anyway, that's a relief to your knees. So doesn't matter how I cue the pose, how I do it, really, it's important that you listen to your body. Why? Because we're coming up. So how are we coming up? Find yourself back in tabletop, yep. in tabletop. Let's move a little bit in tabletop. Turn the torso from one side to the other, include your elbows, and then go to the other side. Bend the elbows, nice, perfect. Maybe rock back and forth if that resonates with you. Now, if you happen to have your blocks, take your blocks. If you don't need blocks, you know already who you are, you don't need blocks, or you have something that simulates blocks. Take your right leg, leave the left knee, take your right leg forward, pull the right heel back, and then push the blocks forward. On my hands, it would be like this, maybe fingertips, yeah? So come forward, go back. I'm passing with the knee on purpose, my ankle. This is ankle mobility movement. Yes, go back, come forward. Now with the breath, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more, inhale, exhale. Keep the heel down the whole time. Now with an inhale, come back, center, meaning knee on top of your ankle, heel toe your front foot forward, 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 forward. How much? We're gonna go into a half split. Peel your toes off the mat, and then you can still push your heel forward, 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 and then take your half split. Now, if you have your hands here, this is a cow spine. It's not a cat spine, cow spine. Chest towards the knee. Does it reach the knee? Of course not, but that's what you want to think about. Lengthen your spine, lengthen, lengthen. Inhale, inhale, exhale. Really focus your mind on the inhales and exhales. 3 more. I'm going to count the breath here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, if the counting doesn't work for you, of course you don't have to do it with me. You do it for yourself. Now, bring the toes down and then walk your blocks or hands backwards so you can go back into your tabletop and maybe move your hips a little bit from side to side because we're doing the left side. So the left side comes forward, wiggle it forward any way you like, and then move your blocks or your hands forward and come forward past. Look, I'll go, let me do this sideways so you can see it better, how much it. So pull, adjust here so you can really shoot with the knee over your ankle, but you don't lift the heel. So if you're here, that's great too. This is mobility exercise, ankle mobility, and then go back. Come forward, inhale, exhale, go back. Inhale, exhale, go back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, go back. 2 more. Inhale, exhale. 1 more. And go back. Now, what did we do? We heel toed the foot forward, 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 forward. Yep, adjust. And then peel the toes off the mat. And then you can still push your heels forward because the blocks really help with bringing the floor closer to you. And then bow down in a cow spine, not a cat spine. It's more a cow spine. Think of a cow spine. It's the chest that wants to go down, the heart center to the knee, not the head. You're looking at your toes. That's it. Inhale, exhale, big breath in, big breath out. If the counting works for you, do it with me. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. 1 more. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3. Now pull the toes down. Yes. Go back to your tabletop and then just maybe move again your hips from side to side, maybe freestyle cat and cow again, whatever you feel like doing. It's great because we're coming to a standing position. So I'll let you decide how you want to come up. Maybe again, make some fists. We call this in martial arts bone tempering. So maybe push your knees off the ground, maybe hold on to a piece of furniture and then come slowly up. But make sure you don't have any props laying around so you trip over your props. So push them away and you know what to do. Medical Qigong, that's it. We're going to do a little flow inspired by Ashtanga yoga. So Ashtanga yoga can be very rigorous with a lot of movement that are, especially in the warm-up. We have done our warm-up, so we don't need to do the sun salutations, but I will take you to sun salutations at another class. I will take the standing poses of Ashtanga yoga, some of them. So stay with me. This is my own little order here, so you can see how simple it can be. We're going to go into a balancing pose. So the most known pose in yoga is the tree. I'm going to leave my left side down. Why am I starting with the right side? It's the thing in India. Your right side is the good side in India. So you always start with your good side. But if that doesn't work for you, of course, you can start with your left side. So spread your toes, whichever foot stays down, activate the leg, and then open up. Maybe this is your tree today, and that's great. Guess what? If you're closer to a chair and the balance is off today, get the chair or the wall and hang on. I'm going to give you some hand positions. It can be here, and you're exploring already. Can I go a little higher? Or maybe I go all the way up. That's totally up to you. If you stay here, that's beautiful. Look down over your nose. The gaze down over your nose, down to the floor. That's your drishti. It's the easiest, even if you're holding like this. Well, if you're holding onto a chair, I'm going to encourage you to have one arm up if you can, or both arms up. Why? Our back muscles kick in when we have the arms overhead. But for some people, that doesn't work. And you have to keep your hands in heart center. Focus on the breath. Can we count the breath? Of course we can. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3. And with an inhale, bring the arms down. If you're going to hold on to something, bring the leg forward. We're going to do the same leg as your tree leg. If it was down here, hold on to your wall or your chair or your hands. That's it. Can we count? Yes. 3, 2, 1. Now, I wasn't going to count the breath. So, and then, of course, relax in the medical Qigong. This is just extra glute work and quad work just to build in a little bit more here. That's it. Now, you know where I'm going with the left side. So straighten your yoga clothes and we're getting ready. Spread your toes. Really good for your feet to really try to spread your toes. Activate the leg and then open up to your tree. How much? You decide. You can go a little higher or you come all the way up or stay somewhere here. As long as you don't have any pain in the knee area, you can. I'm not pressing into my knee area really. My toes are touching my knee. So here I'm going a little further up and then decide on the hands. Or maybe you're holding onto something and doing with one arm up or the other one today. To drishti, over your nose down to the floor. That's it. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. One more. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3. Arms down if they're not already here. Then maybe hands to your hips or hold on to your wall or your chair. Bring the same knee forward. Flex your ankle. Hold it here. 3. Breathe. 2. 1, and touchdown. And come into your medical qigong. Nice. All right. We're moving into a little warrior triangle. So stay with me here. Your feet are right underneath your hips. Step forward. Step forward with your right foot. Look at your back foot. Turn it to 45. Bend into the front knee. Now, do you feel like this is enough for you? Stay there. If you have more room, heel to your front foot forward. You're making the distance between your front knee and the back leg much wider. Now focus on the ribs here. Left ribs come forward. You're trying to square your hips to the front of your mat. Yes, now you can't see my hand. Now you can. I'll need to go a little bit more. Hands in heart center. Beautiful. Some of you may be overhead. This is your warrior 1. Perfect. Stay here. 2 breaths. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. Take a twist to the right. How? Your left hand maybe to your right thigh and the back hand maybe to your lower back. Look over your right shoulder. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. Come slowly out of it. Here is how you come out of it. Yes, stay with me. We're going into warrior 2. You don't have to do much with your legs. Just turn your hips to the long edge of your mat. Stay here if you haven't seen it. I'm going to do it from the other way around too. And you're already in warrior 2. So the hips were coming forward towards the camera. Now the hips go towards the long edge. Here's the side view. So this is my position. And then I turn this way. What has happened with my back foot? It was 45. It feels easier on my hips if I have my back foot, the left foot, perpendicular to my front. Here we go. You decide on how much you want to open up the groin area. You can be here. This is your warrior 2, but don't do this here. It's this torso is on top of your hips. Or you can go wider. Now something with the arms. Straight out from your shoulders, unless it hurts. Of course, you have to bring it down. And then turn your nose over your right middle finger. So if the torso still wants to do this, come back. Big breath in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. One more. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. Stay with the legs. We're going into a side angle warrior. Nothing with the legs. Forearm, right forearm, lightly to your engaged thigh. Yes. And now look at your top shoulder. That's your left shoulder. Open it up towards the sky. You can look down while you're doing that, or you can turn your nose slowly up, maybe do a high five. For those of you who are familiar with this pose, maybe bring your bicep tricep towards your ear and get the big stretch here. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. One more. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. With an inhale, come slowly out of it. Hands to your hips. Heel toe your back foot in. Heel toe your back foot in. How far? Maybe 3 feet between your heel and your back foot, which is perpendicular. See? It's perpendicular. Now straighten this knee. We're going into triangle. How much? Well, your knee will tell you. If you can, keep the kneecap up, engage the quad. If that's not doable, slight bend. Not as much like in warrior 2 or warrior 1. So I'll let you decide. Now your right hand is at your side. This is beautiful. Stay right here. Commit to this hip action. Hip towards the left side. And then maybe you can glide down a little bit more. Stay above the knee, at the knee, as long as you don't put too much pressure onto the knee or below the knee. And then turn the shoulder up towards the sky. Maybe your left hand goes to high five and your nose follows your thumb. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. One more. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. Bring your top arm down, bring your nose down if you're looking up. Exhale here. And with an inhale, slowly come out of it. Step onto your mat. And then, of course, you know what to do. Perfect. I'm going to push the chair away. Get the friction out, make the movement big, make it small. Whatever works here for you is beautiful. And we have another side to do. So remember, we start out with both feet underneath our hips. So step forward with your left foot. How much you're going to bend and how the distance is between the 2 feet, that's totally up to you. But turn your back foot to 45. That gives you more stability here. Now take your right ribs and bring them forward. This, we're preparing for our warrior one. Now let me show you the side view. So back foot is 45. My ribs were here. I'm turning my ribs forward towards the bent knee. Yes. Now, hands in heart center. I'll go back so you can see me a little bit more. And the distance, again, you judge. Or arms up. Look forward, over your nose, straight forward. That's it. Big breath in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. Now bring your hands down if they're not already at heart center. We're taking a left twist, nothing happening with the legs. Stay there. So you put your right hand onto your left thigh and then bring maybe the left hand to your lower back. Look over your shoulder as much as you can. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. Come out of it slowly. So this is where we're at. Your back, right ribs forward, warrior one, right? We're changing to warrior two. The only thing we need to do is release the hips towards the long edge of the mat. Nothing changed with the feet yet. Maybe you have a little bit more room to wiggle your toes forward, forward, forward. You can keep the back foot at 45 if that's good for your hip bone here, the big femur, or turn it perpendicularly more towards your front foot. So either way goes, 45 or perpendicular. And you are in warrior two. Here we go. Warrior two. Let me show you the side one. That's it. And turn your nose over your left middle finger. Arms straight out. Big breath in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. We're going into side angle warrior. What does that mean? Forearm, left forearm to your thigh, and then turn the top shoulder open. Maybe look up or look down, depending on your neck. Will tell you. Straight up, high five, look at your thumb, or maybe arm over, touching your ear over your head, and you're looking down or you're looking up. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. That's it. We're coming out with an inhale. Bring your torso upright. Come out. Exhale, heel toe your back foot in. That's easier than heel toeing the front because the knee is bent. And then straighten the knee, straighten the knee. How much distance? 3 feet maybe. You're at the distance. This is my distance of my mat. Now we're going into triangle. If this knee doesn't like to be completely straight because it hurts, you have a slight bend, but not a warrior bend, slight bend, yes? And then push your right hip towards the right side. Let your left hand travel down. How far? You be the judge. Open up the top shoulder, high five. I didn't give you this option on the other side. High five, look at your thumb, or bring your arm over your ear again. That's it. You know the deal. When it goes over your head, the back muscles kick in differently. Big breath in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. Now let's break this down a little. Inhale, bring your arm down first. Turn your nose down. Exhale here, stay. And then inhale, come slowly out of it. Heel toe your right foot in. And then let's meet in the medical Qigong. That's it. Those were the standing poses for today. Perfect. So it is a little abbreviated session of Ashtanga, my interpretation of it, but we can't be all masters of a certain discipline. We're doing this all for meditation purpose and to move, to stay nimble as we're aging gracefully. All right, we have done this. Now, do you remember the second right in the Tibetan rites? I'm going to stay here on the back of my mat. You can be more towards the middle of your mat because we're coming down to the floor. Now, if the knees are sensitive, put already your cushion onto the middle of your mat, back in, because we're going to come with the knees down. Now, so you can see me, I'm going to be on the back, but you can be further forward. Put your hands to your lower back. Remember, we did this for 9 times if you did it with me. Push your hips forward, forward, forward. Squeeze your shoulder blades, chest up, nose up if you can. Big breath in here. Exhale, stay here. Take another inhale. Now with an exhale, start folding, start folding, start folding, start folding. Bend your knees, target with your knees, your cushion. We're taking a Chaturanga. That is going to be the first today. So what does Chaturanga mean? It starts out like the double dog that we did as the 5th rite. But it has a little bit of a push-up position before we go into Cobra. So come over, let me show you again one more time. Your hands not as far forward as we did in Cobra. Bring them a little bit back because we have better alignment this way. So not exactly underneath your shoulders, but maybe a foot forward. Dig your fingertips into the mat. Come forward now. Bend your elbows. Do you see how I'm bending my elbows? I'm not letting them flare out. Straight back, straight back, straight back. Look forward, don't look back. Do you feel your triceps kicking in? Your biceps are holding you. That's it. Nice. Now, straighten your elbows. Turn the eyes of the elbows towards each other. Hips down. This is exactly what we did in the rites. Nose up. And then you can push yourself into your child's pose. You can stay in half dog and maybe make 2 fists. Put your forehead down. Or take a block or 2. And maybe gently massage your forehead here on the block. If you're in child's pose and you're already on the floor, you can massage it on the floor or you can massage it right here. Yeah, wherever you feel like doing it, it's perfect. One more breath. One more breath. And then on your next inhale, come all the way down. Come all the way down to your belly. And we'll do some locusts together. All right, here we go. Let's see. Flip the camera again. So first of all, beach whale. Do you remember beach whale? Right cheek down or left cheek down. Bend your knees. Windshield wiper your knees side to side. Perfect. All right. Palms up. They're next to your hips. The backs of your hands will stay down. We're today only working with the torso. The feet, the legs are staying down, just the torso. All right, here we go. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. On your next inhale, press your torso off the mat as much as you can. Exhale here. Inhale again. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. We can do it. Inhale. Exhale. One more, last time. Inhale. Exhale. All the way down. Put the cheek down. Bend your knees. Windshield wiper your knees from side to side. One more. One more. interlace your hands behind your back. If you have room, push your thumbs away. If you don't have the room, keep them right at your hips. Now we're gonna actually, for 3 breaths, lift everything off the mat. So are you ready? Your feet, your knees maybe a little bit, your chest, and if you have the room, push your thumbs away from your back, lower back. Here we go. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale down. And separate your hands, put the cheek down, windshield wiper your knees from side to side. Awesome. That's enough. But to have another position that I love is the elbows. Grab your elbows and adjust. We did a similar one, the Sphinx, yesterday. So this is the genie in the bottle. Some of you older ones will remember genie in the bottle. This is a whole flow with genie in the bottle, but we're not going there. Where is it coming from? From the yin yoga world, of course. But this is an awesome way to hang out here. For example, when you watch TV and you want to do something for your lower back, you can always walk your elbows forward and bring the chest a little bit more forward, or you can walk them back. Adjust. Feet together or feet apart. You decide. Nice. One more breath. Now, I'm going to show you something else in Genie. Bend your knees, cross your ankles. Now release your hands up. We're going to do a chin stand here. So push your fingers into your chin, right, like so. And you're doing a chin stand to look up. Look up. That's it. Adjust your elbows. Maybe pull them in or bring them forward. And you can change the crossing here. And then follow your nose to the right. Follow your nose back to center. You're looking up the whole time. And come back center. And to the left. And then again, just slowly come back center. Do you feel the stretch here in the neck? Yeah. All right. Now we're doing a counter one. Interlace your fingers. Push your chin on top of your knuckles and push, push, push as much, put as much pressure as your wrist can take it. And then you can change the crossing of your ankles in the back again. Big breath in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. One more. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3. All right. And then release completely. Put a cheek down. Release your arms by your side. Your knees are hopefully still bent. And windshield wiper. Because we're flipping ourselves around to bridge, to neutralize everything. Yes, bridge is a fantastic pose. So flip yourself around. You don't even have to come up. That's it. Adjust. I need to adjust my clothing first. Okay. So I'm going to pull the. All right. So we're going to stay a little bit longer for the bridge. If you have the blocks, if you don't have the blocks and you want to do it without the blocks, that's perfect too. But this will be more a passive bridge. So take both blocks or one block. You know, the blocks have different heights, right? It can be like this, it can be like this, or you have just one block. So feet are hip distance approximately. Lift your hips off the ground and see if you can push both blocks underneath your hips and bring your hips down. If that's not doable, just one block maybe. Yeah, that's maybe enough. Or maybe you want to do the medium side. Or some of you are on the high side here. You decide where you want to be, but make sure your nose is up, that your chin is not super close to your chest. We want that normal curvature in your neck here. Nose is up, nose is up. That's it. Stay here with me if everything feels right and you're getting a good stretch. If something is off, come down. You don't need to do this. You can always just hold the bridge at your level, and that's perfect. So focus on the breath. I'm going to count the breath. 5, 5 times, repeating it at 6 count if that works for you. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. Beautiful. Slowly raise yourself a little bit higher up so you can remove the blocks and count 1 vertebrae at a time down. Don't rush down. Slowly down. Touch down and then bring the knees a little closer towards your chest. You know what to do here. You can just maybe rock from side to side. Start rolling your knees if that feels good. Don't hold your breath while you're doing this. Breathe continuously. And then we're gonna do a figure 4 stretch here. Right ankle to your left knee. You can keep the left knee bent and thread your arms through and grab behind the left thigh or the shin bone and pull this towards you. Maybe you want to open up the knee, the left knee, and that feels best. You can do that and bring the figure 4. The closer you get to figure 4 with your chest, the more of something you will feel. I'm not going to tell you where you need to feel it. I feel it in my nose. So everybody, we're all so different. You need to find this your own, where you feel it and where you feel it that it's helping you to stretch and not a painful stretch that you cannot stand it. Then you need to get out of it. All right, one more breath. Keep the figure 4. Bring the left foot down. And then take your figure 4 towards the left side. So you're targeting the left side with your right foot. If you can, bring the right foot down and go into a twist. Maybe lower even the right knee down a little bit. Now, even if the right shoulder comes off, that's totally up to you how you want to do it. Of course, if you push the right shoulder down, you have a bigger twist here. So you need to adjust this. This is not a pose that we all look the same in. Big breath in, big breath out. One more. And then come back center. Hug your knees into your chest. Rock again from side to side. Maybe roll your knees here again if that makes. This is for me the biggest reliever of friction that may accumulate or to release my lower back. And then we'll do the other side. So left ankle to the right knee. And then you decide what you want to, how you want to pull this in. Shin bone. So I'm threading my arms through the figure 4, or maybe release the right leg up. So, and then pull it towards you, towards your chest. But stay with your breath. Don't hold your breath here. And you will feel a stretch somewhere. So at one point, of course, during these 20 sessions, I will show you the pigeon pose coming from the top down. This is a modified pigeon pose on our back because we take the gravity out of it. I love this one as much as I do. Well, the real pigeon or half pigeon, it can be very challenging, but I will show you other modification of that too. Breathe one more. And then keep the figure 4, bring the right foot down, and then take your figure 4 towards the right side. So the left foot is coming down, down, down. If you have room, maybe lower the left knee down too. And then you're turning your nose towards the left side and maybe pushing the left shoulder down if that's doable. Make it your own. Really feel the body, be in tune with your body. And yogis, this is the reason why we practice these asanas, these postures, to be more in tune with our body. Why are we practicing meditation? To be more in tune with our body. It's not, doesn't happen overnight that something, we have pain somewhere. There are little signals that the body gives us, and we should not ignore it, unless, of course, we're ignorant to yoga and breathing and meditation. Yeah, sure, then those normal people will ignore it, but we're special people, we're yogis, we do not ignore pain. There are always signals in the body. One more breath. And then slowly come back center, hug your knees into your chest. Again, rock a little bit, maybe roll your knees one more time. Today will be a super mini Shavasana. If you have the time, stay with me. So remember how we did it yesterday? Legs up, arms up, really engage the legs and the arms, really super engaged. Pull the belly in, inhale here. Exhale, come into a star shape. Let everything go. I promise you, this is super mini Shavasana here. I'm not going to keep you more than an hour here because we've been rolling for an hour or doing movements for an hour now. Close your eyes. Do you remember my favorite mantra? So hum, that I am. So is the inhale. Hum is the exhale. So is the inhale. Hum is the exhale. Why are we repeating a mantra? To keep the mind busy. 5 more times. Hum. So. Hum. 3 more times. Two more. One more. On your next breath, maybe stretch your arms overhead or straight up towards the sky. Bring your legs together, bend your knees, windshield wiper your knees. If you're stretching overhead, this feels amazing. And then roll slowly towards your right side. Remember your good side. Maybe stay here for a couple breaths in this fetal position. If you can, to come out of it with a soft gaze and maybe make a fist and push into the floor and come out of it slowly, mindfully, and sit however you like, because we're going to do a group breath before I let you go. Hands into heart center. The lion's breath. We did side out yesterday. We're going to do the lion's breath. It's similar, very similar, but we're going to stick our tongues out. Remember, I can't see you. Yes, if you have your eyes closed, you can't see me either. So take the deepest inhale, and when you side out, stick out your tongue at the same time. So here it goes. Inhale deeply. Tongue out. Thank you for humoring me. Keep your hands at heart center if you like, or bring your thumb knuckles to your forehead center. If you would like to recite after me, I'm going to do it a little slower. Loka, loka, samasta, samasta, sukhino, sukhino. Oh, I forgot the last one. Hang on. Loka, samasta, sukhino, bhavantu, bhavantu. May all living beings everywhere be happy and free. Namaste. Thank you for joining me this morning or this afternoon or this evening. I don't think I introduced myself at the beginning of the class. By the way, my name is Nil Class. I go short